In this video, I'm sharing 3 of the biggest lessons I learned from my time as Vice President of Operations on high pressure, industrial scale, electrical infrastructure builds, and how you can use them in your situation to lead faster, execute better, and avoid the burnout trap that kills a lot of early stage businesses. Hi, I'm Alex Hayes. Now let me tell you about my time as Vice President of Operations, deploying rugged data centers in some of the most demanding environments imaginable. Remote builds at the industrial level. Every day felt like a fire drill. If we moved too slow, we lost traction. If we moved without intention, we lost money. Sound familiar? Now, let me tell you about what we were doing. These weren't your typical server rooms. We were standing up rugged data centers in challenging locations. I'm talking harsh weather, talking complex utility coordination, massive lead times on equipment, and the mission was clear. Build fast, build right, and don't miss those deadlines. I had to lead a cross-functional team, managing a 7-figure budget, and keep everything moving, even when the unknowns started to pile up. And here's how I did it, and what I do again in any fast growth of operations. All right, lesson 1, move fast and reduce risk with a team. So move fast is easy to say, right? Everybody says move fast, pivot quick, right? But it's meaningless unless you pair it with calculated risk. You have to take calculated risks. Operating with a margin of uncertainty means you move forward before everything is perfectly clear. But you can reduce your risk by building the right team. You need leaders who've either done it before or have the chops to thrive in hard situations. Trust the wrong people and you are sunk. Our biggest risk when I was doing it, the electrical contractor. Everything depended on their timing. So we had to choose very carefully. And so we partnered with a firm highly recommended by the utility with a proven track record. But even more important, we built relationships. We built a real relationship with them, built on clear communication, mutual respect, and boots on the ground. And over time, that relationship gave us something powerful. You know what it was? Speed. Trust equals speed. In your business, that trusted player might be a contractor, might be an employee, or might be a coach. The key, don't try to be the expert at everything. Bring in someone you trust and let them lead. All right, lesson 2. Know your critical path and obsess over it. Your critical path is the sequence that absolutely must happen, or your entire timeline slips. For us, that almost always meant electrical gear. These were custom fabricated with long lead times. One delay and everything froze. So we tracked each item. Production, shipping, readiness on site, ground preparation, conduit installation, concrete pads. If we missed a step, we lost weeks. But when we nailed it, the build moved like clockwork. Now in your business, your critical path might be product development. Could be marketing campaigns, could be a sales pipeline, could be key hires. Whatever it is, know it. Know the thing that's going to move your business forward. Focus on it. Get your plan, stay focused on your plan, obsess over it, and flood it with focus. Clarity on your one thing creates momentum. Don't scatter your energy. Focus on what actually moves the needle for your business. Lesson number 3, mission creep will burn you out. Mission creep is sneaky. It shows up when you lose focus. And adjust your plan without considering the full cost. I saw it firsthand. When I started taking client calls about truck deliveries and packages, I was super worried about everybody getting their mail, something that was way outside my scope, all in the name of customer service. But I wasn't hired to be a concierge. I was there to lead the build. While I was doing their job, I was dropping mine. Scheduling, oversight, team execution, and I just felt so stressed and overwhelmed, burned out. And eventually I had to have a heart-to-heart because I was out there. I had to have a heart-to-heart with the client. I had to set those hard boundaries and delegate that workflow to somebody else on the team. And guess what? The project got back on track immediately. In your business, mission creep might look like doing busy work, making too many concessions to try to get customers, not focusing on your main thing, right? The thing that you do as a business, or trying to be everything to everyone. Burnout isn't caused by doing too much. It's caused by doing too much of the wrong stuff. Protect your calendar, guard your energy, and prioritize what actually moves the mission forward. Here's a few final takeaways. Lead the people, not just the plan. So here's the truth. Most projects don't fail because of one big mistake. They fail because of 1,000 small distractions. The difference between success and burnout? Clarity. The difference between good operator and a great operator? Leadership. Lead your people. Lead your plan. And most of all, lead yourself with focus, discipline, and margin to think clearly. If this video gave you clarity, drop a like and subscribe. But more importantly, I want to hear from you. What's your biggest challenge right now in execution or scaling your business? Drop it in the comments. I read and reply to every single one. If you want more behind the scenes lessons from real world operations, hit that bell. You won't want to miss what's next.